Just watching the seasons change. How many times we've been in this field and it's been either frosty, there's been snow blowing, the grass has been low, or the fields have been waterlogged. But now we're approaching summer and the grass is grown really tall. I don't know if they get ticks around here. Oh dear. So as you can see, out with the monsters. They've needed a burnout because we've had a lot of rain recently. I haven't had the chance to get out, get them in the fields. That's not because I'm being lazy, it's because the fields are either cut off due to waterlogging or the conditions to get here are so muddy that you're literally sinking up to your way past your ankles in mud and sliding everywhere. Dogs are getting covered in. It's just a total mess. So they've missed this little bit. Stella's still going, just, I don't know how. Oh, thank you, Stella, you've been eating grass. But the funny thing is, it shows how much Rogue has improved. I released her a minute ago thinking, oh, it's going to be anarchy because they haven't been out on these fields for about 2-3 weeks. And lo and behold, they were quite calm. So I must be doing something right. So nice. Expecting a nice sunny day, but obviously, as you can see, that didn't happen. Update on Stella. She's on more medication because I noticed on that last adventure where we were at Glenpean and then going to Coriolis, she didn't like the sun for one, which is totally not like her. And she was hiding away in the buffet. So to me that says it could be pain related, you know. She's hiding away because she feels a bit of pain. And she was obviously getting stiffer in the evenings, which has been something she's had for a while now. But I thought, I talked to the vet and the vet agreed to give her additional pain relief. And I can't remember what it's, I will put the name up, what she's on. It's a human drug as such, but it's licensed to be used on animals. So, and the only side effects you can get is they can look a bit drowsy, but it seems to have calmed her down a bit because she did get a bit really ratty with Rogue a couple of weeks ago, and I was getting worried because Rogue ain't got the power yet, and Stella, even though she's nearly 13, she's still got that power in her head, and I didn't want her turning on Rogue. So things were getting a bit heated, and again, could be pain related, and I think I was right because everything's worked better for her. I mean, she's still stiff at night. She'll probably struggle today. But why, you know, I got two choices. If I leave her at home, all she'll do is howl the place down and she'll be very miserable. Or I can keep her out and keep her going as long as I can, and she's happy. Look, I mean, I'm not making her run around or jog around. She could easily just walk around here nice and slow. So we'll see how that goes. But as I say, she's at a great age. There would be no regrets. I mean, if she suddenly passed like in the next couple of months or whatever, obviously there's going to be some sadness because you're going to miss your dog and you love your dog so much, but you can't be really that sad when she's had such a great life. She's had tip-top life and been out and done everything, and you know, experienced 100 times more things than a lot of dogs would. So I've made sure she's had a good time. Right, I'm keeping Rebel. You see, he's going to draw to the water, and there's a barbed wire fence there. He gets under the water and under the barbed wire fence to the other side. Then I have to call him back, and there might be dog walkers on that side, so I have to double back, keep him away from there. He's such a, I mean, he'll come back, but the problem is he's so stupid. He'll run halfway up the fence and realise he's cut off, and then he won't realise where he came in. He's so stupid, you know, try and go through a barbed wire fence. Stella, get up! That could be fox poo. Get up! If a dog's rolling, they're obviously enjoying something. Get up! Can't see any muck in her. She's put a scent up. Foxes do run in this field, you see. See where she's been? Probably nothing. I can't see anything. Also, just to let you know, we'll be going to the Bridge Orkey area in 2 weeks. You've probably seen that short clip I've put regarding the missing hiker, Neil Skinner. Helping a group called Beneath the Surface that do underwater searches for missing people that have been gone for months and obviously sadly have perished in the conditions or whatever. And I'm also helping the family to get some closure on this missing hiker. Obviously when we go up there, I'm going up there a few days earlier than everyone else. I'm going to do my own little search patterns in areas which are quite rough terrain and a bit awkward for a vast majority, because a lot of the volunteers are just general hikers and not people that have pushed out into these kind of wild areas. So I don't want to be seen as being condescending or anything like that. I'm just trying to help the group, you know. I've got the experience. We were hiking all the rough areas. So, Rebel! Booze. He comes back good. So yeah, I just wanted to take off any pressures off on the group. You know, I don't want people being pushed out that maybe don't feel safe or happy with searching in an area that might be a bit dodgy for them. So I'll be doing that in the next 2 weeks. Obviously, it's not an adventure. This is kind of a bit of a serious matter. So I will be doing some filming, but obviously not when I'm with the group or if any family members are up. And it won't be so light-hearted because of the seriousness of the situation. I know people have their own theories. Did he ever go there? Did he pass away somewhere else? Did he wander off this? Did he do that? You know, I'm not getting into all that. Search and rescue, mountain rescue teams, the police search and rescue teams and all that. Search the area. They believe and they support the idea that he's gone missing around that area. There was one independent witness that saw him pop his head out of the tent at that location at Loch Dochard. So we've got confirmation from an independent witness that turned themselves into the police and, you know, volunteered the information. It wasn't someone that was pushed into kind of supporting the claim or anything. So as I say, I don't want to get in any conspiracy theories or anything like that. You know, I'm going there to search. Hopefully, in one way I don't want to find him, but in another way I do. Obviously I don't want to find a body, but two, I do want to find him so to get closure for the family. So that's what we'll be doing in 2 weeks' time. I've said I'll do it as long as my leg don't fall off, one of my dogs don't get really seriously ill or whatever. So cross fingers, we'll be up doing that. The weather is looking like it's going to be wet, mild and wet, typical late spring weather. So I might take the hot tent, and even though I don't really need temperatures, you know, to be that warm for us, I'm thinking if we're going to get wet, we're going to have kit that needs drying off. And if I'm up there for like 5-6 days, I will want to dry the dog gear off, any blankets they get wet and any clothing I get wet. So normally when you're hiking, you can hike, find a bothy, find a campsite, get into locations that are pretty sheltered and all that. But here I'm going to be on one fixed location. So I've got to use my common sense there. So hot tent would probably be the best idea. Plenty of wood there, a couple of good camping spots near the wooded area, just before short of Loch Dochard, which is a good spot because you've got shelter. Loch Dochard's are lovely for views, but it's wide open, so if we get any heavy storms or heavy rain or anything like that, you're open to the elements. And as I say, if it's one night you don't mind, 2 nights you can push it, but we'll be there 5 or 6 days. So we'll be there, I think it's the 27th to the 29th. I put the dates up on that short clip, but we will be getting there about 2 or 3 days early and leaving probably a day after. So as I say, I love to be out in the wilds and in Scotland and all that, and this way I'm helping put something back as I see it. You know, I'm helping people and hopefully the family to closure. So we'll see. But it'd be nice to meet some other people. Some people that do the hiking in the areas, maybe some just general hikers and just have a chat with people and see what experience they've got. It's always good fun hearing the stories. As I say, it's not such a light-hearted event because we are seriously looking for someone that's been missing now 12 months, and obviously it's not going to be a rescue, it's going to be a location of a body, sadly. So whilst I walk these round about another 20 times and see how Stella's doing, she's looking a bit clumpy there, isn't she? I'll see you when I'm up there. So if anyone can volunteer and that's near to the area, I've got a couple of days free, 27th to 29th I believe of May. Try and help or show some support, it would be really appreciated and most welcome. I understand people are busy, I understand the cost of fuel, I understand all that, but if you can help, please help. And as I say, it'd be nice to see some of you up there. If not, pass the word around. We are meeting, or people are meeting. I'll probably be in the area already camped a few days earlier, but people are meeting at Victoria Bridge car park on a Saturday morning. Go on the Facebook site if you can, and it's Hike for Neil. So I can't put any links because I'm no good and useless at that kind of thing, but just hunt around through Facebook, Hike for Neil. If I find anything else out, I will give you an update on times or anything like that. But the best place is that Hike for Neil on the Facebook. I think there's 80 people that seem interested. Out of that, I don't know, say half, it's still 40 people. That's brilliant. And it all comes in handy, doesn't it? Right, enough yapping, otherwise I'll just take a lot of time and waste everyone's time. But again, thanks for those that watch the channel. Thanks for your support. I'm trying my best. Most people are trying to bump their channel out and get loads of followers. I'm trying to keep it nice and tidy and small because I like the small community and the people I talk to now. But feel free to subscribe if you wish, you know what I mean? But there's no PayPal, there's no buy me a coffee, there's no sponsor me or anything like that. I just want to keep it nice and tidy. And as I say, it's not the most professional site, I understand that. But that's the way I've always wanted it. Right, bye for now. I've got to keep an eye on Rebel that thinks it's our friend, but obviously it isn't. Rebel, good boy. Right, catch you later. Bye for now.